up, fam? Alex here. Hola familia, Alex aquí. We're back at Equinox MDR for one more day. Episode 3 of Meet the Trainer, and today we're meeting this guy.
Lorenzo, what's up?
Lorenzo is gonna put me through a leg workout. I'm already dreading. I know it's gonna be a pain in the behind. It's gonna be awesome, guys. I'm excited. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Tree trunk day, let's go.
Let's go, bro.
I get shy on camera, dude.
It's all good, me too.
Look at that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Supreme service.
Por nada.
Not you, dude.
Por nada. See you later, bro. You are now.
Okay, I'm gonna sponsor the next video.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring Skittles, Mars bars, Twix, anything you want.
Let's go. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
Dude, nuggets, dude.
All right, man. What do you have for us today?
So I like to take a lot of my clients through the same leg warm-up all the time. Lunges with reach back, hamstring scoops, get that chain going. What I need to know from you is any injuries, any pains.
I'm actually doing pretty good right now. I had a herniated disc back in 2018. Got a surgery for it. My hip was a little tight because of that. I lost a little more connectivity to my glutes. I've been working on it since then. It's much better. I'm working on increasing the weight on my deadlifts again. It just takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time. Let's get into the warm-up. I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions about this guy. What brought him to be a trainer? I want to hear his story.
Yeah.
I want to visit his family last cruises.
That's right.
That was dope. All right, let's get it.
So first step, lunges with the reach back. So you're gonna step down really wide, lean forward. Then you're gonna take your upper body and reach back. What you're aiming for is to look like a swan on a lake, dude.
Swan on a lake.
Very majestic swan.
Hips to the ground, all the way up, and reach
And
back.
then reach back, that thoracic. Yep, there you go.
How many are we doing?
And then you're gonna head down. Normally what I'm doing with clients, we go all the way
Okay.
to the end of the block.
Oh, I gotta start this
Do this
workout
one
too.
way. Hamstring scoops on the way back. So front leg is gonna be nice and straight. Taking your hands behind you and you're scooping up all the schmeckles on the ground. All the good coins.
Let's go.
You're just opening this up. This is my bread and butter for warm-ups on leg days. You can see my clients in MDR because they're all doing this when they're working out on leg day.
All great warm-ups though. I gotta make sure I track my head. I want to edit my logo on it.
Get it tatted, 18,
Just 18.
right on the crown. All right, we're all warmed up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna test single leg strength. You're gonna sit down on this box right here. You implant your front leg on the step ups. Your other leg isn't helping you at all. You're holding it up, you're not touching the ground, and all you're doing is taking yourself forward, standing up with one leg, just right here. And then back down, nice soft landing. Don't hit the box.
Lorenzo, tell me while I'm doing this, tell me about personal training, bro. How'd you get into it?
So personal training came to me. I'm sober. I got sober 6 years. You know this, obviously. I'm sober 6 years on April 2nd. I was a gnarly heroin addict, about 110 pounds, 115, soaking wet. Personal training was introduced to me at my first rehab. So I went to my first rehab.
Where was that?
And there was a guy there that was in Malibu Passages. You know, the famous one, the guy that you've seen the commercials. The dude's like, I used to be an addict, now I'm not. He relapsed, he had some stuff.
Not a good commercial for me.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work out for me there either. It was co-ed, and it was just a mess, right?
Why it didn't work out?
It wasn't structured enough for an addict like me. So someone like me needs structure. Like to get me sober, I needed to be locked up. I needed to be just watched all day, no access to any outside tools or anything. And so that first rehab I went to was like holistic, happy-go-lucky. It worked for some people. It just didn't work for me. I had too much freedom.
So it's easy for you to go back to your old habits.
Super easy. I was ready, but I wasn't quite ready. Like if I had someone brought something to me, I would have done it. But there's this guy that he would show up once a week and he would like train with us, and he was also sober, and he would show up and he would take us to the Equinox in Santa Monica because they had a contract over there.
For you guys to work out. At the
Yeah,
time.
for us to work out.
Was he a trainer?
He was a personal trainer on his private time, and he was doing this as like give back service. He was getting paid for it. Really taught me a lot, introduced me to personal training, introduced me to the gym more than I already did because I was a Marine, so I already like had some fitness on it. And then from there I worked out more, did all that. When I got sober my second round, it stuck with me, and then the gym just became part of my life.
Now you can come say hi.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Ismael Morales.
What's Ismael Morales? Look at the camera right here.
This is my brother.
Yeah.
That's the milkman's son.
Nice
Later,
to see
dude.
you, bro.
Well, and that's what introduced me to personal training. When I got sober, I started here at Equinox in 2018 as a maintenance employee with the intention to be a personal trainer.
So you already had it in the back of your mind. I met you back in 2019.
Yeah, when you started.
When I started with Equinox, I only knew that you had interest in personal training like later on. I remember you and Zach like talking about it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I never knew that you wanted. From
That was
get-go.
that was the end game. I just needed to get my foot in the gym, and then so I came in here. Then we had the whole pandemic. It got delayed, and now for the past 2 years, I've been the #1 trainer here at Marina Del Rey.
Let's go, bro.
Last year, I just got 19 out of the company. So worldwide Equinox, 2,700 trainers. I was number 19.
Let's go. 2,700.
Yeah, that's how many we have.
What a blessing it's for me to work out with this guy right now.
We're gonna have a good time today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey, dude. It's part of my life now. How many you get on the right?
10.
So the right there, right? We just learned an imbalance.
Yeah, it's funny, like for the longest, because of my herniated disc, I had no connectivity to my glutes, or it was harder for me to actually engage my glutes on the right side. It was much easier for me to do everything on the left. So I kind of neglected. And then I started paying attention once I really learned how to do it. And my left's a little weaker now, which is fine. It's part of the
But
process.
it part of happens.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go another level up. This one's just for funsies. See where he's at. See how much he can do a pistol squat. This is a good way to get to a pistol squat.
Or
It's not everyone's goal, but it kind of looks cool on YouTube.
You know that the workout is supposed to last an hour, right? We are like 9 minutes in and I'm failing already. All right, let's go.
You're gonna use some things.
Alright,
As I
so-
go with my clients, I really like to see what they can do with their body before I add weight on them.
Yeah,
right.
that's smart.
That's just like my approach to training anyone. It's like it's cool if you can bench a bunch of weight, but like if you're push-ups and you can't do pull-ups, like
What is
if
that?
you're
What is the
lacking in certain
foundation?
areas,
Yeah.
right? Then none of it really matters, in my opinion.
Especially as I get older, bro, I notice so much more like functionality is so more important to me than aesthetic. Being young or as a younger trainer, I also thought about like, I want to look good.
Yeah.
I want to have a six-pack, or it's definitely not for me there.
And I'm really big on aesthetic. I am here to look good.
But I feel like
I think a lot of people are here to look good, but I also believe
it comes with it though.
to truly conquer aesthetics, you also have to learn how your body moves. You have to learn range of motion. You have to learn how much your muscles can take, and a lot of that will help you be functional. There you go.
I 100% agree, but what I was trying to say is like, you can focus on strengthening, you can focus on functionality, range of motion and all, and it still be aesthetic.
Well, the
Wait,
goals change, but
Yeah.
the results are still the same,
Yeah.
right? Like you're
Or
still
much
gonna
better,
get that
actually.
aesthetic body. You're still gonna get that good look,
but you're
like
functioning better.
now you're lifting with intent to like move correctly, live pain-free, live injury-free. Because at the end of the day, the only thing you're gonna have is your body.
That's true.
You gotta take care of that thing.
Bro, I have a massive bump already on my legs. Can you tell that one more time?
Make sure you smash that
Yes. Like and share with your friends. Leave a comment.
Give us a like, it really helps the channel. So what we got here is a Zoe special. It's the 4-step reverse lunge. So first step of the 4-step reverse lunge. You're gonna go down into a reverse lunge. You got a good 90 right here.
Yeah.
And then you'll be pushing yourself backwards with your front leg.
Okay.
You're going out here, and then you're pulling yourself forward with the same front leg,
Hamstrings
and then
back.
up.
So
And that's all you're doing. So your hamstring is in charge of bringing you back in. Your quad's in charge of pushing you out. Hips are to stay on that same plane that they drop into when you're in that reverse lunge.
basically trying to go in a split position after the lunge.
Don't make it to the split. Don't go too far.
I can't.
You
Otherwise
might
you're good.
bust
So go on a
bust
reverse
something
lunge
up.
first.
Down,
Then I want to
push
go
back, pull forward, and then up,
This
right?
stuff,
So it's
okay,
a little
let's do it
hard.
again.
So try to keep those hips in the same plane, right?
Got it.
Get that femur parallel with the ground and then stay in that position right there.
So you started here at Equinox working behind the scenes, basically, right? Your maintenance.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to start the personal training process, becoming a personal trainer?
So I think I was maintenance for like a year and a half, a little under that. And then I got the program for the NASM, started studying that. And then we finished the program, took the test, passed. It was me and my best friend, Zach. And then what happened was our start date was set for April 6th and the
remember
pandemic started March 28th. And so then everything got messed up. And then when we opened back up, I was offered to come back as maintenance because business was frail. Personal trainers. My friend Zach did not want to come back because he didn't want to work back in maintenance after not doing it for a year and a half.
And also taking out the test.
Yeah, and taking the test and doing everything. And so I was just dedicated. I just like knew that's what I wanted to do. So I grinded it out. Came in every day at 4 in the morning to set up the Equinox in the wild, which was like on the top story outside. Did that for probably maybe 6 months, maybe a little longer. And then I started as a personal trainer in August of 2021.
2021, probably.
2021. We're doing a sliding RDL. You're gonna put the kettlebell in the same side that you have the disc. So right now, right hand, right leg's on the disc. You're hinging in your left leg and you're pushing that right leg back off that toe.
I was still warming up.
So you're right here. We're not warming up anymore. The warm up ended when we started the single leg box squats. I just sneak it into you.
The workout ended pretty much right now.
So more hinge in the hip.
Less of a
Take
flex.
your chest, try to, so you're not reaching super far back, but just where your body limits you at.
Feel the stretch and then drive
And
it.
then you're back in. There you go, and we're doing 10 and 10. For me personally, I love what it does to the glutes. I love the pain you get in it.
All right, so going back a little before Equinox, you mentioned you were a Marine.
Yeah, so right out of high school, I joined the Marines. So I'm from a little town called Las Cruces, New Mexico, dude.
Cool little place, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a developing city, so it's gotten bigger from when I was a kid. But it's kind of country. It's one of those towns you don't do anything besides go to the river or like go shooting or like get drunk and do drugs. Not a lot of options there.
Is that what, if you don't mind me asking, is that what led you to the addiction?
I wouldn't say that's what led me. I mean, nothing really led me there besides like just not knowing any better, environmental upbringing, and it's in my family, right? I got alcoholic, drug addicts through my whole family, so very genetic condition. But what happened was I like stopped smoking weed to join the Marines because my thing was getting out of that town. I knew I had to get out of there. I knew it was bad for me.
So you started even before, high school?
Yeah, in high school, I think I had my first drink of alcohol in 7th grade.
Do you mind talking about this, man?
No, not at all, dude. This is my life. This is who I am. Like, and that's for a lot of drug addicts, alcoholics, it is hard to talk about. But
That's
for
why I
me,
asked.
this is who I am. Try to get lower and then don't go as far back and thrust more forward, which also is going to help with like some ankle mobility as well. There's a lot of benefits to this.
joined the
Marines was a way out. Marines was a way out of my town. It was that. NMSU, New Mexico State University, runs like a program where you can go to school for a semester and then the lottery will pay for the rest of your schooling. I wasn't much of a school guy. I could not, like, I hate reading. I hate like sitting down at a desk. It was that, go work on a farm or do construction or join the military and go see the world. And so that's what I did. I joined the Marine Corps, 18, graduated. After the summer of graduation, left. And I went to the Marine Corps. I was probably in for like 1.5 to 2 years. But what happened is I discovered heroin in the Marine Corps.
In the Marine.
In the Marines. Hard drugs is like super prevalent in the military. That's why a lot of vets leave there and
Why
they
do-
like
why do you
having
think
hard
that is?
times. It's rough, man. You got like a bunch of people that don't know what they want in life. They get introduced to new drugs. They're seeing new things. For me, I didn't know where I would be. If you would have told me where I would have ended up after doing heroin, I probably would have never touched the stuff. I was like just having fun on the weekend. I was like, why not? Let's
It
do
was
it.
like an outlet.
And
pretty much.
it was like it was just something to do. I didn't have any mental fortitude on my life or like know who I was or whatever, which I gained after being sober through like years of therapy and all this other stuff, right? Mental health is huge.
Did you ever went on the tour?
I never toured. I did infantry. I did boot camp, passed it. Infantry training, passed it. Then I went to a reconnaissance waiting school for about 2 months. By this point, I wasn't using drugs. And then I was just a kid making dumb decisions and I decided to switch my job and I left to 29 Palms, which is a base that like near Palm Springs. But
Close to Joshua Tree,
it's
right?
where Marines go to die is what they say because it's like the exit. Like when you're exiting the Marines, you go to 29 Palms to like do your paperwork, all this other stuff. So I ended up running in with a bad crowd who like really like they did drugs. One kid was from Long Beach, the other kid was from the East Coast, and we just started getting into like heavy drugs, dude, and it just turned into our weekend debacle. And I still remember the first time I did heroin. It was pretty gnarly thinking about it, and it like always kind of gives the chills to people, but like I saw God that first time, you know, like I fell in love with it. So I do like it went from like trying it one time to like I'm gonna do this the rest of my life.
That's
like
how
almost immediately. That's
how much
the
pleasure
addict
you
in me.
got.
Yeah, almost immediately I was like, I'm never stopping this. And then that continued on. I went home and I introduced it to a bunch of friends. We found it out there, but I introduced it to my brother, I introduced it to my friends, and next thing you know, we're all addicted to heroin.
How would
Getting
you
into
get it
gang
in the
shit.
Marines?
The guys I was running around with, they were from, like one of the dudes was from Long Beach, and so like when we'd go down there on the weekend, he knew how to get it. We would just buy it. I mean, just typical drug deals. It's not really that hard to get, dude. I can walk down Venice and find it for you, you know what I mean?
I'm okay.
It's not a good one. I don't recommend it. That would happen, and then eventually I got booted from the Marines because I stopped caring. I went from being like a poster child for the Marine Corps, and then I went to, well, I don't want to do this. I want to be a drug kingpin and all this stuff.
That's what you thought?
And yeah, exactly. I was like, couldn't do it. Once I got kicked out, my mentality went from like, well, I couldn't do that, so I'm gonna be a drug dealer. I'm not gonna say what I sold, but I became a big one in my hometown.
What are you doing it because you wanted to get some income from that, or?
Well, it was just like, I didn't have anything else. I didn't have any other tools. I tried college when I got back home, dropped out after a semester, wasn't for me. It was just something to do, and then I didn't want to work at McDonald's, right? Because I didn't have any experience, I didn't have anything. At 20 years old, I was like, had no resources in my back pocket.
It's funny how our perception kind of changes too, right? You're a 20-year-old and you think you know everything, you think you...
Yeah, but on paper, I was like, nothing. On paper, no credentials.
Nothing. You had a great experience in the Marines, aside from the addiction part. Like, I believe you learned a lot.
I gained all that life experience and I gained a lot of knowledge, but on paper, I wasn't anybody. I didn't have schooling, I didn't have job experience, I didn't have anything really.
Which is very sad how the system works, right? You have to have a certain level of proven experience to be qualified to do something.
Well, and that's exactly why I love personal training so much. So given my history, given all that, I'm a college dropout, military dropout, ex-drug addict who makes 6 figures a year with a certification I maybe paid $700 for.
Well,
it's a dream. Like I love what I do.
You're failing to say that you're very intelligent too.
That helped, you know, but I think passion above all else about it.
I was just gonna say that.
Improves your like absorption of knowledge. Right?
You're very passionate on what you do. You literally put your mind into what you're studying. I remember like you studying, whenever break you had a book in your hands. That's what I try to say, like how the system works doesn't really dictate how intelligent the person is, how hardworking the person is, you know? I'm out of breath. Good. But yeah, dude.
Well, the drive, dude. I think when you have drive for something, you can accomplish whatever you want.
And it sounds like a cliche.
I've met personal trainers who switched careers at 40 years old because they were like, it's not passionate about what I do. And they love this. Not saying it's for everybody, but like when you find that passion, dude, I think you got to run with it.
I agree.
That's like a big one for me. And this is what I'm passionate about. Like I eventually want to work with children. I had one kid who was 16, and I worked with him for 2 years till he left to college. The dude left here as a beast, and he's like a writer, whatever. It was the best time ever, and now, like the things I taught him, he's gonna be doing the rest of his life. He's like in the gym now.
The other cool thing about personal training too, you connect with a lot of people. You leave a mark that's priceless. The reward that you get from that is priceless.
Yeah.
Next one.
All right, you ready? We're gonna head over to the landmine now.
Let's go. I need to get some water though. Yeah, I'm sweating.
Hydrate a little bit.
I'm sweating a little bit.
I haven't even picked up any real weight.
I know, right? That's how concentrated the exercises are. Like, I was really focusing, and I guarantee the form wasn't as good, but we did what we could.
All right, we got the Zoe modified handle, step ups on. You're squatting and you're hip hinging at the same time. Well, a shark pick machine, you've seen a shark pick machine, it's like a belt attached to this. So you're just holding it instead. You're going nice and deep, nice and low, and you're hinging as well as squatting. So you're gonna squat and hinge at the same time.
Okay.
Right, so instead of just keeping your torso up, you're also bending a little bit, going nice and deep. And if you can get deeper the way I can, we're gonna raise up your feet so that way you can go a little deeper. Let's see where you're at real quick.
How many sets?
So we got 3 sets, we got 10 reps. We wanna feel that stretch in your abductors. So squat as well, right? Drop those hips too, drop those hips, right? And what you wanna do right here is you wanna make sure you're not letting this fold out. So you wanna keep this tight.
Sink.
Right, don't tuck that pelvis under you.
And you come back with a hip thrust, right?
So you're standing right back up. You do want to come back in, squeeze those glutes. So it's more pulses than it is a complete range of motion movement, right? You're gonna get into a lunge right here to where you're just kind of like nice and even. All we're doing is we're taking this hip joint and we're raising it above our knee and then dropping it below our knee while we stay in between both of our legs. So you just start in this position, get yourself nice and close. You're gonna take this hip joint, raise it above the knee, drop it below the knee without touching the ground. Hips are even across both legs. So you're going up and then down, right? And then when we have weight, we're kind of leaning forward. So your glute is just activated the whole time.
Got it.
And it's a nice slow motion.
So smaller range of motion.
Small range of motion, very slow tempo. It's gonna be super glute dominant when you do this, right? And you're not touching the floor.
Stay up the whole time.
Taking that femur up above the knee and then below the knee, just staying on that time under tension. We're gonna do 20 reps.
Okay.
So it's just pulses We'll grab you weight after this first one, right? And you can even throw a hand back there, grab your butt.
I'm trying to.
I can feel that glute. I don't know what it's called. I don't know official names of anything.
You're not throwing just stuff together. You actually have reasoning behind it, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I know what it's doing. I know what it does. I know what it's good for.
It's not gimmicky. That's one of the things that throws me off a little bit when people try to create exercises.
Yeah.
They're very gimmicky and they don't make any functional sense.
No sense.
This is not it. This is good. I understand the principle behind it, and you explain it perfectly. It's just a smaller range of motion though, but keeps attention on it.
Super small range of motion. When you're thinking of like hypertrophy or aesthetics, time under tension is going to be your biggest friend, right?
All right.
So you do a set of these with some 20-pound dumbbells in your hand after you do some of these deep squats.
I got you.
You're going to have a good time.
I'm already having a good time with just my body weight, so this is stuff. A little break in between. I'm drinking Pro's Big Shot. It's an ancient workout. Caffeine in here.
Oh, these are
There's
17.
a lot of stuff. I'll put the details so you guys can see it, but go on prozis.com. Use the code 18 for my extra 10% discount. I'm sweating. This is great. I'm rocking the green apple flavor. This is good.
Start with your weak leg first.
At this point, bro, they're both weak. All right, so you got to Equinox, a couple of years maintenance, start personal training. What's next? Also, congrats on your 19th in the whole nation, bro. That's huge.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
Huge.
I've
It's
never
hot,
been
bro.
1% of anything.
You're awesome, bro. You're an incredible guy. It's good to have you as a friend, first of all, but in the community as a trainer. And that's the idea of this whole series is to introduce more trainers and bring acknowledgement on how important their journey is, you know?
Yeah, ideally, dude, I'm trying to.
You sure you want 20 here, bro?
Yeah, you're not supposed to stop. though.
11.
You're supposed to keep going. Burn
16,
it.
damn it.
Yep, you got 4 left.
Ah.
Don't quit now. They wouldn't like this down in the favela, dude.
Oh, dude, they'll kick your ass in the favelas, bro. All right.
Did you hear about that when Michael Jackson went to go shoot down there?
Nah,
That drug kingpin, what's his name?
one of the guys in cartels?
No, he ran the favela in Rio de Janeiro when Michael Jackson was alive, but he was a huge fan. And this was down in Brazil, and he said, you guys can throw $1 million on the streets and leave your gear there, and no one will take it. Rio de Janeiro will be the safest place on the planet while Michael Jackson's
here,
in
yeah, yeah.
town. Because he was a huge fan. And it's the only guy to ever get like that kind of like cred down there.
It's a beautiful place, but it's a crazy place at the same time.
Yeah.
Corruption, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've seen Fast and the
Sometimes-
Furious.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah,
I know what it is.
I've seen the movies, dude, I know.
Yeah, so sometimes corruption takes the best of it, but people are incredible though. What is next for Lorenzo?
So next on the lineup, my plan is I'm just getting back into social media. So I'm trying to dude, it took me like a month to just come up with the names of my handles for like TikTok and Instagram.
Also,
I
what
have-
is it so I can?
I have no contact. It's gonna be the Zozone underscore.
It's not up yet.
Pretty simple. They're up, but there's no content.
Still, follow.
Right. The TikTok, the Instagram, they're up. I'll probably start a YouTube channel with the same name. Something I'm passionate about. I want to start a channel where I like spread some knowledge, but also give people something to like work towards and throw some motivation out there, you know?
Yeah.
But ultimately, what I'm trying to do is build up clientele to build a programming business to run off. 50, 60 clients, whatever that I write programs for, something that gives me more freedom to go see the world. I want to be able to just like work wherever I'm at and not have to like stay somewhere. Like I just bought a house last year out of being a personal trainer, which is also kind of crazy.
It's awesome, especially here in California, guys.
Yeah, and so
It's a compliment.
I was gonna start a business there, but I want to travel. I want to see the world. I'm about 31.
You're young, bro.
I turned 32 this year, and I want to see the world, and then eventually turn my girlfriend into a baby factory. So that's down the line. Don't let her see this. She'll
It's cool that you have. Oh, she's gonna see it.
yeah, she'll see it.
It's cool that you have it planned out.
Shout out, Sydney. Just legacy, dude. I just want to like
I see you create something, right?
create something and have my own and be able to like have freedom to do what I want.
Like,
I think being under the clutches of addiction for so long like gave me that like hunger.
do you think
so,
that's
like-
one of the bright sides of it is like you can use that drive that you had?
I
Or
think it's a silver lining for sure. Now,
Do you
would
know
I
what I
do
mean?
it all over the same? Definitely not,
Yeah.
dude. The lows that I had, the near death calls that I had. I like OD'd in a van once, woke up in my own throw up. You know what I mean? Woke up next to some homeless dude one night, you know, like had blood all over me. It was like a weird, it was
You had
weird.
No idea where it was coming
Yeah, dude, like my wallet was missing, my phone was missing. I just had my knife on me and I was like covered in blood and I didn't have a cut on on me. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean?
And you can't recall. It's never.
And I can't recall it. It's completely blacked out of my memory
Yeah.
because of drugs and alcohol. And so, like, am I grateful for like the things I've learned? Yes, super grateful. Would I do it the same way? Definitely not, dude. I would not want to go through that again. I would not. I'd rather it didn't happen at all. A lot of it you can't really choose, and so you make with what you got.
You make the best of it, bro.
But like the person I am today is entirely because of that. And so who knows? Maybe I train the next Michael Jordan or whoever. Like, you never know
What's gonna lead?
what life's gonna do, and I think it was just fated to be this way. I'm grateful for every day I'm alive. You know, that's a big one.
It definitely teaches you a lesson in perspective, right?
You learn a lot of perspective. You learn about life. You learn about.
I'm grateful for you, dude. And I'm also, I know it doesn't mean anything, but I'm very proud of you too, bro.
Yeah. No, it means the world to me, dude. It means a lot. I wouldn't open it like that, Alex. You mean a lot to a lot of people, man.
Oh man, just to stall a little bit. Me and my wife, well, my girlfriend at the time, not my wife.
It's why.
We took a road trip from California to Santa Fe, and on the way to Santa Fe, this guy gracefully invited us to stop and meet his family in Las Cruces. It was a great time, bro. Your family's incredible. It's cool to see your brother working with you too. And family hits different. Something that I don't think I ever told you, but you guys welcome us for those 2 days as family, and it means a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Alex wanted to sleep outside in his car. We weren't having that. Not in a Mexican family. That's a no-go.
It was very nice of
Gave
them.
him his own room.
We were the same in Brazil, dude.
Yeah.
This is our last one, right?
Yeah.
And then caps?
Yeah, and then we'll do a little calf burnout, donkey press style though. So we'll set them up on the hoist leg press. I've got small calves. I have to work calves all the time because my girlfriend will make fun of me if my calves are small.
I think my wife gave up on making fun of me. But everybody does.
Yeah.
Everybody else does. Yeah.
Hashtag bullying works.
Bullying make you stronger.
Have you ever done BFR training?
No, I haven't.
I've been getting really into it recently.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of science behind it just besides getting a pump. But I found, and the dude even told us this because he gave us a little seminar here, or webinar. Putting them on, it tires out the rest of the legs first. And so your glutes like have to take the load.
So what I've been trying to do, you follow the Squat University guy?
Yeah.
I try to use like bends just to do glute activation. And then I go through the motion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that helps a lot. It's kind of like igniting the muscle a little bit.
Yeah, priming it. I do the same thing for my lats before I do bent over rows. You know, take them on a little date, have a little fun with them, buy them some dinner.
Yeah, buy some more. I'm dying, dude. Legs is fun.
Legs is a good time, dude. Sometimes legs can be a 3-hour event, you know?
I know. I don't want to take a lot of
On
time.
occasion.
Don't let people lie to you. Legs is the best workout ever.
Legs is great.
I love legs. I used to hate legs.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the complex. Oh, my legs don't grow. Why?
I think that starts for a lot of people when they start in the gym in basic, because I used to hate legs when I first started in the gym.
Yeah.
And then after I learned it releases a lot of testosterone.
It's a big muscle, right? So
Huge muscle group,
yeah.
big muscles, releases the most testosterone when you're working them out. They look good.
That's
right?
that's the word that you needed. Once you heard like testosterone, I'm like, I want to do it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what got me doing them. And then, you know, you don't want to walk around like a corn dog with some tiny little legs and all this meat up top.
Thanks.
Conquered your legs, dude.
That's
Alexander the Great.
What's your favorite leg exercise?
My ultimate go-to is squats. I love squats, but it's also like
Front squats, back squats.
backloaded squats, upper trap. I just love how much weight I push through it. And on top of that one, like, I've hurt myself doing deadlifts. I've never hurt myself doing squats.
I see.
And I think my height, I hit 405 pounds for one at squats. Beautiful. It was a good time.
God bless you. So
Nothing made me feel so amazing.
manly.
Yeah, dude, it just felt
Never
great.
been more masculine.
So this is a modified donkey, dude, because we don't have one here at Equinox, so you make one. You just take your hoist press all the way to 11, take your feet to the bottom, keep those legs straight, and your arch is right in that end of the plate. And you're gonna press and stretch. Your first rep is gonna be about 20, and then from there, we're gonna get into some tempo.
So what do we have, 20?
Yeah, 20 of them.
I won't get to 20, I'll tell you right now. 4, 5.
With calves, as Alex knows, flow twitch muscle, very short burst isn't gonna do anything to grow your calves. Think about the obese guy who weighs 300 pounds, right?
They have
Massive calves, but he's walking 15,000 steps a day, 300 pounds,
Yeah.
you know? All right, so next set, what you're gonna do is for 10 reps, you're gonna hold it in plantar flexion for 5 seconds. And then the last 10 reps, you're gonna hold it in dorsiflexion for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm done, bro.
Last one.
That was
Out.
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press it and then back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press and then back. 5.
Oh,
Press.
dude.
Back. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah,
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press. Back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Press. Back. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more.
ah.
Press. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
Ah, dude, you have no
Yeah.
idea.
It's a good little calf burn. And the last set, you're gonna
we're
do
not
it the
done?
opposite. Last one, opposite of what we did. So now dorsiflexion 5 seconds,
Okay.
then plantar flexion 5 seconds.
I don't promise anything.
1, 2,
Bro.
3, 4, 5. You got this. 2.
Wait. You have no idea, dude.
Oh no, I do. I do
I
this
don't-
one all the
I
time.
don't got this. 200 pounds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 left.
All right.
Yep.
That's
That's
a
a wrap. That's a good one.
All right, let's finish this video pretty quick.
And then you're gonna do leg extensions, leg curls.
Broski, what a day. Thank you, appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir.
Thanks so much. So if people want to work out with you, what do they have to do?
You know,
Tell us a little bit more.
find me on my Instagram, the _. Find me inside Equinox Marina Del Rey.
There you
It's
go.
active. It's on there. You'll find it. You can find it. There's a picture of me flexing.
Zone.
The Zone.
All right.
And just find me, dude. And find someone.
Yeah.
Get into fitness. Get into changing your life. 'Cause what are you waiting for? You know what I mean? Your wife to leave you? No.
Wow, that's a little dark.
Get in here. Work out hard.
It is the best investment they can do in your life for sure, right?
Yeah.
All right. Man,
Yeah.
once again, this is
Big
Zoe.
changes.
Come here. You can find Zoe at MDR Equinox. If you don't have a membership, Peyton, Joe, they're all here to help you guys out too.
Brian and then Star.
Joe, my main guy, he's on the first office. Come and talk to him too. And that's it.
Yep.
Man, that's
Yep.
a wrap. I appreciate it.
Thanks
bro.
for having me.
Thank you for showing up, and I appreciate the workout. Let's go, guys. Thank you.